Always is. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Okay. Hey, welcome to Quest for Gear. We're doing live chat because WarHeart recently did one. It looked like he was having a lot of fun. So I decided I would do one. What am I pulling up here? Oh yeah, I guess I got to go into my own chat, right? So I can see what you Questaholics, what you Questaholics are saying. Let's mute the volume here on this thing. And how do I get into my own live? Oh, here we go. Here's me live. And how do I get into my own? Oh, don't cross the streams. All right, we got nobody logged in. That's good. It's kind of late. It's Friday at 12:53. Actually, it's technically Saturday morning. Oh man, we're crossing the streams now. Infinite loop. One person's watching. I guess that's me. All right, let's do a live late night when no one's watching. We'll go over a few things. As I mentioned, my buddy WarHeart just did one, and it looked like a lot of fun. Let's pull up his channel. I'm glad to see he just got a boost of subscribers for some reason. I'm not sure why, what he did good, but people are starting to watch his stuff a little bit more, which I like. Here he is here, Numb Thumb, over at WarHeart Arts. He's got a good channel at WarHeart Arts. He's got 192 subscribers. So I noticed he just did his first live the other day right here. And yeah, go check it out at WarHeart Arts. Doesn't cost you anything to head over there, like and subscribe. What's going on my channel? Nothing. Okay, good. Now that nobody's logged in on mine for now, that's good news. So we can talk about a few things. All right, so we've been doing jingles for this fine mic. There's so many things going on in the studio right now. Five Fine sent me this mic, Amplitank Tank 3, and they don't really tell you. If you're wondering, if you don't have a YouTube channel, you're like, how does this stuff get started? Well, you basically leave them an email, kind of, sort of. You leave the email somewhere where companies can find it, but a lot of people aren't going to stumble across it because you don't want everybody to have your dang email, right? But excuse me for a minute. I got some Diet Coke on the go here. You leave an email so that the product companies can find you. So in this case, very nice guy from Five Fine got a hold of me for a different mic originally. And he said, I got this basically an SM7B clone. It was an awesome mic. I gave it to Mike over at I Love Recording so that he could play with it, which he is. It's basically an SM7B clone, looks just like it, works just like it. So instead of $500, you can have yourself an SM7B for like 130 Canadian. So I reviewed that, and then the Fi-Fi guy got a hold of me again. He's like, I got another mic. It's a podcast mic, the Amplitank Tank 3. And I said, yeah, I'll do that one as well. So he sent that. I got it here. And I did my review and my shorts and my unboxing and all the things you do with the product. But then I decided, I was like, oh, stepping on, is this cable live? Oh, yeah. Plugged in over there. I was like, why don't I write them a whole theme song? So I don't want to give too much away because we're going to do a whole music video of this. Let me see the old Reaper will load up here. I'll just play like a little bit of it here. It's the Tank 3. How good could it be? It's the Tank 3. It's the microphone. How good could it be? It's the Tank 3. Yeah, so I wrote this theme song, and it doesn't just go like that. It changes. There's a lot to it, and it ended up being 8 minutes long, which I think is good. I think commercials and radio ads, I think 8 minutes is sort of the sweet spot. Hey, let's see, we got anybody logged in? No, and that's okay. This is one watching now. That's just got to be me, right? Yeah. So I'm going to start doing that. So then I've had some other product people get a hold of me recently. Tipsy Chat. Anyone ever heard of that? Tipsy Chat? Looks like some weird anime, highly sexualized chat, anime game role-playing thing. I got to admit, I don't super understand it, but they keep emailing me from all these various accounts. I got to be honest, ChatGPT says it's a scam, right? And they're like, Hey, Quest for Gear, why don't you show off Tipsy Chat? Why don't you show this Tipsy Chat off? You know, it's something about we'll give. It's so weird. It's like they're like, we'll give you $100, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, 15 you'll get, and then 85 we'll take for marketing. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense at all. And then so, geez, they started like hammering me with emails from like Melanie and Fiona and Bruce and Brian and Brad and John, just hammering me from all these different accounts for Tipsy Chat, right? And I was like, I'm kind of an audio kind of a place. I'm kind of a home studio, you know? I kind of do guitars and e-drums and synths and stuff. And like Tipsy Chat, what is that? Like, do I promote that on my? But I got to remember though, when it all comes down to it, you have to do the right thing. And what the right thing for me on this channel is to make money. I've said that from day one. So while I will never lie about a product, I will certainly take a look at any product for money, for sure. And in doing this Fi-Fine jingle, I've been having so much fun that I was like, why don't I just do jingles for all these companies, even stuff that has nothing to do with me, like Tipsy Chat and EV charging cables and potato peelers and French fry, like whatever these product placement companies, when they find you, and they do find you, which is weird. It's just, but I like it. I'll do jingles for all of them. So even though I'm a home studio place, I'll get to use my gear in action. You'll get to see me doing it, playing with preamps, mixers, compressors, microphones. But I'll get to do jingles for like bathroom spray, you know, like, or EV charging cables or cell phone cases or whatever. I don't even care what it is. So, you know, and ethically, morally, responsibly, it resolves the primary goal for my channel, which was always to make money. And so with this Tipsy Chat, I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? So I emailed them back, and they never got back. They never got back to me to my reply. I was like, okay, what do you want me to do with Tipsy Chat, right? Well, they never got back to me with that. They just kept hammering me new emails like, hey, you're the best. Hey, Quest for Gear, you're the best guy ever. We love your videos about whatever. Like, you could tell they didn't even watch my videos, right? They're like, we love the videos you make about whatever it is you make. You know what I mean? Like, it was so generic. So listen, I've asked ChatGPT and I've asked Grok AI, and ChatGPT was just like, this is a scam. I was like, really? Because they do have a real website. So I'm kind of surprised it's a scam. The other company, like I said, was literally charging cables, EV charging cables. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Right? Like, I play guitar, bass, and drums. Like, what do you want? What are you going to do with EV charging cables on my channel? I'll whip them around like this. What am I supposed to do with these things? And I was like, I don't even have an EV. So anyway, that conversation fell apart. But I was like, well, why wouldn't I accept the cables? Say, sure, give me a set of them EV charging cables that I can't use. I don't have an EV, electric vehicle, right? I'll just do a jingle for them with my equipment. I'd be more than happy to do jingles. I can do jingles all day long, you know? And they'll be the best jingles I've ever heard. I guarantee it. So that's kind of where we're at now. So yeah, I've just been working on the Fi-Fine Amplitude Tank 3. It is an all right, you know, it's a decent podcast mic, handy as hell. So I think my daughter wants to get into podcasting. My wife has her YouTube channel. She has about 3 of them. I think my daughter wants to get into podcast mic. So this is going to be ideal for her because it's a dynamic mic. You just turn it on and go, but it also is an interface too. It has USB if you want. I don't really want to unhook it right now because I need to keep using it in my Reaper here to keep doing my song. But so I don't want to like unhook it and show it off. And this whole live stream is not about Fi-Fine as much as it is just catching people up on the channel. What's going on? Nobody logged in yet, but that's okay. Haven't seen Harry Want to Die for a long time. It'd be nice to see him, or Full Blast, or any of you dudes like to jump in the chat. WarHeart must be busy. I think his car just broke, so that's a problem. So speaking of WarHeart and Mike and I Love Recording, the 3 of us are working on a song that we're going to put out as an A-side, B-side. WarHeart had asked, can I remix your song I See Police off of your Wages of War album? Let me go get the album cover for that. And I said, yeah, that's a good idea. That would be cool. So under my band name, Observatory Watchtower 1, I released this album, which is called Wages of War. It is my third album. My first album was self-titled Observatory. The second was called Secrets of Memory Man. The third album is Wages of War. And I'm working on my fourth album right now. And one of the songs on this is I See Police. And WarHeart had said, can I remix that song? Because he's got all this cool stuff. He's got a nice mixing board, Tascam bridge. He's got a Porta Studio. He's got a big rack full of gear, like a big rack full of analog gear. So for him, you know, he's got a mixing playground wonderland over there, and he's always looking for stuff to mix. Not always for free. I mean, he's looking to transition into a career, and he's good at it, so that works out. But I said, sure. Yeah, definitely remix I See Police. And he did, and it was awesome. Okay. Well, so then we've got our friend Mike too, who's kind of on hiatus a little bit right now from the whole YouTube thing. A little bit. I mean, he is, but he isn't. He's going to take a break, but I don't know. He's still kind of around. Mike Foerster, I love recording. It's easy to find at Mike Foerster _I_love _recording. All right. So he was like, hey, I'd like to get in on some stuff. And we're like, hey, we would like you to get in on some stuff. We asked him, hey, we'd like you to get in on some stuff. So we got a B-side. So I was searching through my book of, my 2010 book of, there's my fine notes. This is my old 2020 book of song ideas and songwriting. So I could have wrote a new song for me and Mike and WarHeart, Numb Thumb and WarHeart Arts to do. But I opened to page 1 and we got this song I call Mr. Helpful. And it kind of works out because it's got a verse, a chorus, and then this bridge. And then it goes back through verse, chorus, bridge again. So I was like, well, geez, like I could sing this. Mike could sing the chorus. And Numb Thumb could sing the verse, and we could all add instruments to it. Mike could put bass and drums, and WarHeart could put whatever he felt like, more guitars, keyboard, synth, trombone, whatever he's going to surprise us with. And we'll have a B-side to the A-side, I See Police. And I guess, I don't know, I See Police is an observatory song, but I don't know how we'll release it, the three of us, but in terms of whose band name is on it, but we'll work something out. And Mike might master it. Or Bill, WarHeart, Numb Thumb would like to mix it, and then maybe Mike masters it. I don't know, or maybe we send it to Todd Tobias of Circus Devils, Guided by Voices fame. Then maybe we put it out as a 7-inch. I don't know. Yeah, so that's some of the stuff that's been going on here. I also have back my buddy that had the Zoom. I've got the Zoom back for a little while, and my buddy, I guess he's been busy. Yeah, I haven't been through this yet, so I don't know how much work he's got done, but he had the Zoom for maybe a year and a half, 2 years. So really excited to see what he's got done. That's a whole lot of stuff to work on. I'm in a band called Maple City, kind of part-time. They're working on 2 albums plus 4 more. So I've been working on that. I'm also kind of in a cover band now. So it's been hard to get down here to the studio. It's been hard to actually get into this room and do anything. And then when I do, I feel like I need to grab the camera like I've done tonight and do YouTube stuff. Because that's one thing about doing a YouTube channel is you always feel like you're obligated, right? So every video you make is like, I don't know, 50 cents for me. Some guys are like, hey, I did a video. Some guys are like $6 a video. You know, one guy will have a big video, be a $600 video, right? And I'm making, I don't know, I'm probably making like 5 cents a video at this point. But you got to do it. It's kind of fun. I'll tell you one thing. YouTube is at least almost paying for my ToneMaster Pro. Almost. Not quite. Because this ToneMaster Pro, I've got it on payment plans with Long and McQuaid because it's very expensive, right? They're like 2,500 Canadian. So I'm doing payment plans on the ToneMaster Pro. And so I'll just click it on. Something to look at while I'm yammering. Maybe it's not plugged. Yeah, it's probably not plugged in anyway. at least my YouTube money is paying for a little more than half every month. My Tone Master Pro payment, in case you don't know how that works at Long and McQuaid, is 2,500 Canadian. I put 500 down, and then it's, whatever's left over 12 months. So I think my payment's like $160. Would I do it again? I don't know. We'll see. By the time I'm done this whole it was the Long and McQuaid August Fender month. They do it every year. They're financing, right? Would I do this again? I don't know. At least it's no interest. But so another new thing I got down here is, I've spent way too much money this year, but certainly the last couple months. J Mascis Telly, right? And you're like, we already knew you bought that. Okay, yeah, but watch this. Here's what you didn't know. Here's what's new about this. Dun, 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 dun. You didn't know I had two of them. Yeah, one came up local just today. And I was like, I gotta have them both because it's his and hers. My girlfriend and I don't share very well. So, yeah, there's the two of them side by side. Oddly enough, they are different, obviously different serial numbers, but the one's a lot newer. They feel a little different in the hand. One is a little lighter, and one the neck is thinner, and one the neck is thicker. I know how strange that is, because they're the same damn guitar, right? But they do feel different, but they both feel great. So it's not like, which do you like, the thicker or the thinner? It's like, nah, they're both great. They're both fantastic. I can tell them apart, too. I can tell that this is hers because of this weirdness here, this black right here. Mine does not have that. Or, maybe this is mine and that's hers. Who knows? This is the one that's newer, and it's got a little thinner neck. But the necks feel great on both of them. But if I were to choose, I would probably grab hers. And then there's mine. But how does it work? I mean, we're going to get them mixed up. Like I said, I can always come back to this and go, no, that one's yours. Not that it matters, There's also some scuffing on the pick here, the mirror. Not really, not a big deal though. I kind of looked into new mirror pick guards too, if ever came to it, if it was like so scratched or broke. Can I get another mirrored pick guard? Apparently you can. There's companies that will put these mirrored pick guards together. I even have a company in this city that cuts glass and mirror, so it's maybe possible that I could get that done. So yeah, anyway, this is just a rambly live video to nobody because nobody's logged in. I don't know, everybody must be in bed tonight. I know there's a flu and whatnot going around, so maybe everybody's like, I'm not feeling good. Yeah, no comments, no comments, nobody popping in, but that's okay. I really just wanted to talk about, some of the projects and to say, WarHeart had done his first live. So definitely worth checking out his channel. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's got good songs. At WarHeart Arts. He also does art. He does comic books. And his wife does different kinds of art, all kinds of different mediums. So it's a great channel. I'm glad to see he's finally getting some... he's had subscribers, but he just got a boost. I'm not sure why. There must have been something people were liking on his channel. So, yeah, upward and onward. So, yeah, we're gonna do jingles for whoever sends free products in. Send me that potato peeler. Send me those EV charging cables. Send me that bathroom spray. We'll do jingles, And I hope to get more product placement. I would like to make this whole Quest for Gear thing my full-time job. Everyone says that. Everybody wants to be a YouTuber, but you see guys like Glenn Fricker at Spectre Sound Studios, though, they actually pull it off. But, he might have been 10 years doing that. Some people are 10 years doing this. And then you see some kid that shows his Pokemon cards off, and he's making $200,000 a year on YouTube just because he, opens Pokemon card packages. It's crazy, But, hey, if that's what people want, if that's what gets YouTube paid and YouTube in turn pays you, hey, I guess the $200,000 is worth it in this weird creator economy that I'll probably never understand. So, yeah, lots of stuff to review still, upward and onward. Got a couple pedal boards kicking here. There's my 90s pedal board, and then there's a pedal board I just put together, sneak sneak preview that, we'll be doing a video on that soon. And then the girlfriend has yet to put her pedal board. Oh, no. Don't knock over the fine, Mike. My girlfriend has yet to put together her pedal board. You can see she's spray painted this pink, but she's kind of all over the place. She wants that new Earthquake Devikers. I can't talk tonight. Have some more Diet Coke, would you? Earthquake Devikers. Barrows pedal. Barrows pedal. It's a fuzz based on like a tone bender. I swear this is just Diet Coke. I just can't talk. She wants the Earthquake Devices Barrows pedal. It just came out September 2025, so we'll be looking for that. Oh, I also reorganized the rack. Got myself the everything in here is like kind of permanent, doesn't leave the studio kind of rack. Got the Patch Bay 500 series rack, the Claret, the Lexicon reverb, the headphone amp, which technically should be in the tracking ramp, 2i2, and then power, and then a drawer. And then this is my tracking rack. So like I said, my headphone amp should be in the tracking rack, but a couple Neve Worms, LA2A. So, yeah, well, hey, nobody's joined me this evening, and that's fine. Everybody's sleeping. It is now 1:14 in the a.m., early Saturday morning, so don't blame you for not popping in, but it'd be nice to hear from some of you again, especially Harry Wanna Die and Full Blast Studio. I know you guys like to pop into these lives sometimes. And, yeah, we'll catch you later. Upward and onward. Quest for gear, and send me that bathroom spray. I'll shut this thing off. Off.